it's so beautiful.
I feel like we need to take this on the road, Adam. This is just, I love this composite resonance. It's gorgeous.
You know, people always say Moonlight, Moonlight, because that's the name that was tagged on 20 years after the piece was written because of this novelist, Ludwig Rellstab.
Okay.
But nobody talks about the harp. But that's in the quote, actually. Did you know that?
I didn't know it. I actually didn't know that.
Can I
Tell
read
me.
it to you?
I would love to hear it.
So, okay, I have to get my poetic ambiance on. But the lake rests quiet under the light of the moon at twilight. There's the moonlight. The wave thuds against the dark bank. Gloomy wooded mountains rise up and divide this sacred region from the world. Swans move through the water with whispering rustle, like spirits, and an Aeolian harp makes its complaints of longing, lonely love mysteriously from the ruin. I was actually amazed to find out that Beethoven was really interested in Aeolian harps while he was writing the piece. And he even wrote down where he could buy one.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't aware. That's amazing. The Aeolian harp is so timeless in that it's actually played with the wind. So you have a piece of wood and the strings are open like the concert harp, but it's a mythical kind of beast that's played by the wind, manipulating the strings because Aeolus was the Greek god of the wind.
Huh, so no person plays it. It's
Correct.
just,
yes.
Wow, that is really like otherworldly. Why do you think that artists throughout time are always fascinated by the harp, besides the fact that obviously you think it's the greatest instrument ever?
Yes, it is.
What is it about the harp beyond the fact that it sounds so beautiful that makes it have these connotations that inspire people?
I think, that poet actually says it beautifully with a sacred range and they're real and this mythical being the instrument that's a conduit between humans and the divine or humans to like otherworldly love. And I think you see King David with the ancient lyre, you see Greek lyres, you see the Celts with their clarsacks, African kora, Chinese zhun. So the zhun, like throughout time and history, you have these iterations of the harp that are meant to be the accompaniment for bards and poets that are singing songs of longing or national songs of pride or sadness.
I mean, those three notes, that harp idea, I think are really the seed that create the whole piece and hold the whole piece together. Because not only is that the opening, but I mean, the other movements, I mean, obviously this, the third, that's, yeah, and even the accents up on top, those scintillating accents. The first, those notes, and then
C sharp.
Yeah, and
E,
eventually
amazing.
after the pause, it goes up to E. So
the harp is basically open strings that are resonating, and so when you get that harmony going and it builds up with the bleed over of previous harmony, you have a sense of mythical cloud of mystery kind of surrounding the notes.
Yeah, and that's interesting you mentioned resonance because there's actually this crazy instruction that Beethoven dares the pianist to keep their foot down on the pedal, which gives the resonance for the whole movement. Most people don't follow it literally because then it would be really a huge blur. But I think he was actually trying to evoke that kind of just like, misty sound that I kind of naturally hear from you, like as we're playing it together. So that is really special to get to do that.